Hello everyone, let's start conventions of accounting. So our first convention is convention of full disclosure. This convention states that the accounting report should be full and accurate. Full disclosure means each and every information should be disclosed. If there is any important fact which can affect the profitability of the business in future, it must disclose it to users. There are standard forms for balance sheet, notes to accounts for balance sheet, and profit and loss account. So it is legal requirement for joint stock companies to present information in the standardized form. Various items or facts which do not find place in accounting statements should be disclosed in balance sheet by way of footnotes, or we can say working notes, such as contingent liability, change in method of valuation of stock, market value of investment, etc. Means we have to record each and every information in our accounting records, because these records are very useful for the users of accounting information. Users have to take important decision regarding our business, so every information must be there. In case if we are not able to show information in the financial statements, then we can show those information by way of footnotes. Clear? Such as contingent liability. What is contingent liability? The liability which may arise in future. For example, court case pending against our firm. Firm may win the court case or firm may lose the case. So this is our contingent liability which may be arise in future or not. So we have to show these liability in our footnotes, so that users may aware about this liability, that firm is having a pending case in court. Similarly, if you are changing your method of valuation of stock this year, you have to show it by way of footnotes. Market value of investment, as we all know that we show original cost of assets in our books. So market value we can show in footnotes, so that users may be aware about market value of investment as well. So every information must be there, or we can show it by way of footnotes. Convention of full disclosure says that every information must be disclosed for users. Next convention is convention of materiality. Materiality means important things, important facts. This convention is an exception to the convention of full disclosure. According to this convention, items which are irrelevant or unimportant to the users need not to be disclosed, because if we record each and every minor things in our accounting records, then our accounting records become very heavy or bulky, and their maintenance cost will be increased. So only important facts which are useful for users should be disclosed. We do classification of expenses into revenue expenses and capital expenses on the basis of this principle. For example, purchase of pencil is treated as an expense, but purchase of machine is treated as purchase of machine, not an expense. All expenses go to profit and loss account, but all assets move to balance sheet. One more thing, what is important for one concern, one business, may be unimportant for another business. So the accountant should judge the importance of transaction to check its importance, to check its materiality. Clear? Convention of materiality says that only important information which may prove useful for users should be disclosed, otherwise our accounting records unnecessarily get heavy and their maintenance cost will be increased. Clear? Convention of materiality. Our last convention is convention of conservatism, or we can say prudence. According to this convention, all anticipated losses of future should be recorded in the accounting books, but all the anticipated gains should be ignored. This convention is policy of playing safe. It should protect against the possible losses of future. For example, when a business says it has debtors, so our experience reminds us that a part of debtors can be lost while collecting money by way of bad debts. Means, what do you mean by bad debts? Debtors who are unable to make payment. Those debtors are recorded in bad debts. So there might be a part of debtors who are unable to make payment, and those are recorded in bad debts. We deduct bad debts from our debtors to estimate the actual realized value from debtors. Clear? We have made provision in advance by the form of bad debts. Means these bad debts may prove bad. So we have to deduct bad debts from debtors to check the actual value realized from debtor. Creating provision for doubtful debts, not for doubtful creditor. We create provision for doubtful debtors. We make arrangement for doubtful debtor but not for doubtful creditors. Is an example of it. Means doubtful debtors are a business loss, but doubtful creditors may as a income for business. So we are not making any provision for doubtful creditors because they can be a source of generating income, but we have to make provision for doubtful debts which may prove loss in future. Clear? Convention of conservatism. According to this convention, we have to make all necessary provisions for anticipated losses of future, not anticipated income of future. Because if we are making in advance provision for anticipated losses, then it would not affect on our profits on that time. Clear? We have to make provision, we have to make arrangement for all anticipated losses, but income anticipated gains should be ignored. For that purpose, we make provision for bad debts, and bad debts are deducted from debtors. We record in our balance sheet amount debtors minus bad debts. Clear? Convention of conservatism. So these all are our concepts and conventions. Now our third chapter is finished.